teenagers and young adults, and they come to Mom's house. Dad doesn't go over to the stove. Mama said, "What would you like to eat, Timmy?" Whatever you're cooking, amen. Now, she does this, everybody. Now, some of us are here to remember when Mom didn't work. Anybody here remember that? When Mama didn't work, Mama didn't even drive. She wanted to go anywhere Dad had to take her. But this woman, this mother, does all this in this modern world while she holds down a full-time job. It's amazing. The following clip is an example of one struggle that us men have in trying to do the things that women do regularly for years on end. I want you to look at this clip. My wife turned me on to this, and I just had to show it to you. But here's a guy, he's a father, and he's... Okay. Ready?
The sun is going on.
That's beautiful. Is that Justin Stephanie? That's Stephanie too. Ladies, just a little bit. All right. I want you to see that. This is what Mom does every day without complaint, and us big, strong world changers have trouble changing diapers. It's coming, Tim. Just hold on, man. Now, you men in our congregation today, you better hope that your wife doesn't take a sudden interest in hunting and fishing and playing ball. You may get eliminated altogether. Because if she did, our children, well, why is it that professional ball players already without these things, Mom doesn't fish, Mom doesn't hunt, Mom doesn't play ball with them, without these things, why is it that when these professional ball players get on TV, they go, "Hi, Dad." Is that what they say? Everybody say, "Hi, Mom." Now, if our son, who we had high hopes for, he got a 4-year scholarship to play baseball. He was a good athlete. And I would have liked to have thought if he ever got on national TV that he would have said, "Hi, Dad." Because I was the one that spent the endless hours teaching him how to play ball. But I guarantee you, them kids, they've known where the love is. Somebody say amen.
That's right.
They know where the love is. Now, I just want to tell kind of a couple stories here. It's personal, but it's all about motherhood. I want to talk about the loss of my little Melina, my 6-year-old granddaughter. When she was first born, I got to babysit her every day for half a day. Her mom would bring her to my house, and before she went to school to teach, and Grandpa got to visit with her, and I'd pray over her every day. I'd pray in tongues over her every day, and then when she got old enough to eat, I fed her breakfast, and then I was the first one to feed her squirrel and like, oh, just want you to know it's her favorite meal. Anyway, up to the time she was about 2 years old, she was Grandpa's girl. Man, I was stepping high, man. I was proud. Man. This little girl, man, I am her buddy. I am it. And then all of a sudden, I know just slowly, but it's sure, she started taking to Grandma a little bit better than Papa. And then, now when we go to take the 2-hour drive to see them, or if they come to our house, but I noticed one day when we went to see them, Janice finished driving the last half of the way, and we got out of the car, and Melina comes running out of the house. She knows we're coming, and she comes to give us a big greet. And I noticed when she ran out, I was on the driver's side, which was closest to her. And Grandma got out. No, I was on the passenger side, which was closest to her. Janice was on the driver's side, which was around the other side of the car. Melina comes running out of it, and she takes an assessment of the situation. And she runs right by me, around the car, and gives Grandma a hug. Yeah. Now, I'm telling you, man, I had the duck head for sure. I thought, gotta find out. She ran right by me. Well, I did have a little salvation because she come around the end of the car and then finally gave her Papa his hug. But, everybody say, but. I've got a little redemption right now. Janice and I just went to see the grandkids here a few weeks ago. And Grandma had the young 2-year-old Judah. Judah's 2 years old, brother of Melina. And so Grandma brings him into Denny's. Me and Janice are sitting there. And he takes an assessment. He looks at both of us. Guess who it comes to? Here comes Papa. Got up on my lap, slapped me in the face. It's a guy thing, you know. So, and he sat there the whole time, you know. And Grandma just got the duck head. And I just ate it up, folks. I said, I got 1 out of 2. That ain't bad. But I happen to know. I'm smart enough. I've been in this world long enough to know, even that little boy, there will be a day that he'll recognize where the love is. Amen. And he'll walk right past Grandpa to get to Grandma. You see, when our children were teenagers, we had this big house that we built on 5 acres, and I was walking across the yard one day, and our teenagers were about 15, 16, and 17, so it wasn't long. It was going to be gone. And I was frustrated because anytime I wanted to be with Janice, I had a house full of kids. And I remember saying to myself, it won't be long. These kids will be gone, and I'll have Janice to myself. Well, after they got grown and got out of school and went to a little bit of college or went to the military, got married or whatever they did, it dawned on me one day, you know, actually every day, that any time that we want to do anything, Janice said, let's go see the kids. You just can't win for losing. Now, I say life isn't fair, but that's the way it is. Them kids know. Now, guys, whatever it was that God took out of us when He made woman, you know the story. He put man asleep, and He took one of his ribs out, and He made the woman from it. Now that rib was loaded with compassion, and mercy, and grace, and love, and understanding, and attention to detail. So whatever it is that God took out of there, it is the part that holds all things together and makes the children, even when they are grown, know where the love is. God makes it clear in Proverbs 1:8, if we can get that up on the screen, that parenting is not complete without mom. See this? My son, hear the instruction of your father, and forsake not the law of your mother. So parenting isn't complete without mom. Observe with me the next scripture setting, 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 19. Observe with me how King Solomon honored his mother when he was the king and his mother had gotten older. Bathsheba therefore went into the king Solomon, that's her son, to speak unto him for Adonijah. Now understand something, anytime that you approach a king in the Middle East, even today, if you approach a king in the Far East or some places, you're going to bow. You're going to give honor. Well, when she walked into the throne room where Solomon was, the king rose up to meet her in respect and what? Bowed himself unto her and sat down on his throne and caused the seat to be set for the king's mother, and she sat on his right hand, which is his hand of power and authority. So please understand something, no matter how far you get in life, your mama's always going to be your mother. And she's always going to be your better. Amen. Proverbs 23 and 22, if we can get that up there. Hearken unto your father that begat thee. Now watch this. And despise not your mother when she is old. Now I think this was put in the scriptures because sometimes when our parents get older, we, I don't know, it's just kind of like when you become what do they call that, an adolescent? Well, when a child becomes an adolescent, all of a sudden they know more than mom and dad put together. Well, then by the time they hit 25 or 30, they recognize that mom and dad's pretty smart, but then it starts happening again, and mom gets older, maybe a little more frail, and the Bible want to make it clear right here. Amen. Just because your mother's old doesn't mean that you can disrespect her. Amen. Now compare this with the fourth commandment, which is the first commandment with promise. Of the 10 commandments, the fourth commandment is honor your mother and father. In Galatians chapter 6, verses 2 and 3. It said, bear you one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. How did I get that wrong? Maybe it's Ephesians. Yeah. Let me look here. Is it Ephesians? Oh, I want to make sure here. I don't want to. Oh, Ephesians 6. I'm so sorry. I gave them the wrong instruction there. Ephesians 6, verse 2. It said, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with you, and that you may live long on the earth. Amen. That's a promise of long life, of a blessed life, to be good to your parents. And when they get old, now, that honor your mother and father means to take care of them. Honor them. Take care of them. Don't put them somewhere else and then never honor them. Let me encourage all who have a living mother to honor her. And do it today and every day. Love her. Cherish her. Bless her while she is still alive. Still here with us. Those of us who lost our mother at a young age wish over and over that we still have them with us. That we can still honor them. That we can still do that. Well, we can't honor their memory. Somebody say amen. Amen. I know that just as there are women who suffer from loss, that there are children who suffer the other direction. However, we're here today to honor Mom. Mom, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for giving. Thank you for giving and for teaching and for training us. I, for one, I want to honor my mother's memory today. None of you will ever get to meet her this side of heaven. But my mother was all that I had. My dad was non-existent. And I want to honor my mom's memory because I would not be who I am today without my mother's love and without her sacrifice to me. Guys, honor the mother of your children today.
Amen.
And every day.
Amen.
Let us all honor our mothers today. We've got another clip which I think drives home the impact and the importance of the impact of mothers. Now, guys, I want you to leave today. I want you to realize that your wife is just not your wife and your partner at nighttime and the woman that cleans your clothes and cooks your meals, but she is the other half of you. Amen. Without her, you would not be complete. Amen? Amen. So grab your wife's hand and look at this list. Oh, we can't get it up there?
We had a glitch earlier and had to redo, so we'll have to find this again. All I saw was the guy. George is on it. George is on it.
You think you can get that, George, to show up? I can kind of do it from memory a little bit. Why don't I just do it from memory? What do you think about that?
Go ahead.
The children come to Mom and say, Mom, where are my shoes? Mom, where is the peanut butter? Mom, where are my clothes? Mom, when can I go to see my friends? Mom, where is Dad? Mom, where is the shovel? Mom, where is the lawnmower? Mom, where are my books? Mom, where are my shoes? And you know what they say to Dad? Where's Mom? That's what they say to Dad. Where's Mom? Will you stand with me?
What's the back? Right. Well, so the issues.
This is a special day, and that your wife and your mother, your children, if you just grab her hand right now and do your best to make her day very special and honor her, and love her,
Okay.
and